Hey everybody, and welcome to God Next Gaming and another episode of your Baltimore Ravens, the fantasy draft here with Madden 16 on the PS4, of course. So we're going to take a look here. We're going to see that Jonathan Joseph last week was the AFC Player of the Week with his excellent play out there in the field on the defense, which I've been surprised by so far. Let's take a look at the standings, though. The Ravens are 5th overall here with a 5-2 record. We were playing the Chargers this week, who are just ahead of us with a 5-1-1. But look at them New York Jets. My New York Jets are 5-0-1. They must have got the tie against the Chargers there, which means that this is probably a team to take seriously if that's the case. So we are going to go and jump right into game action. We see how we stack out here with a 92 over an 86 for those San Diego Chargers. And this is a very interesting team to look at, to say the least. I will say that my favorite part of doing the fantasy draft is like what gets thrown together. It's just hilarious, funny. Like you see guys on teams you would never expect to see, and it's just, I don't know, it just kind of gets me. Like Brandon Marshall here, for instance, with the San Diego Chargers, kind of just throws me. So let's go ahead and jump into this stadium here. Ravens are at home at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, and we can see the weather is a nice 66 degrees, partly cloudy. Little wind out there, but not too bad. Let's take a look at Winston's numbers: 1,340 yards, 9 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Seems to stay even with those interception and touchdown numbers. We've got to fix that. It's got to be worked on. But look at this. Johnny Football, 1,396, 13 touchdowns and only 2 interceptions. Looking pretty good. And he's coming out first as the Chargers will start this game with their quarterback there under center to go into this one. So starting from their own 20-yard line, was that Chris Ivory that I saw there? There's a flag on the play. You can see that Babineau got a little anxious there starting things off, and there'll be a little bit of encroachment. He knocked one guy aside and then threw another guy to the ground. I think he's just trying to get this team rattled, but that's okay. We'll take it. Rattle him up. That looks like it's Chris Ivory set to the left, though, as I was saying, and I think it is. But here's a handoff, and it will be stopped right away as he does not get much on the play there, about 2 yards. And let's take a look at the San Diego Chargers. We'll see they got Chris Ivory. Yep, there he is. Michael Floyd and Brandon Marshall. Charles Clay is the tight end. Pretty decent looking team there with Johnny Manziel looking like he's having a great season. So we got to watch these guys. They're obviously playing pretty well if they're 5-1-1 and went tied against the undefeated team, right? So Manziel will try to throw, and the ball will be knocked away as Mathis gets in there and brings up a 4th down and 3. And again, the Ravens defense is doing its job to stop these offenses that we're going against. And we're going against some pretty solid teams. At least I think so on paper. Maybe it's a chemistry thing. I don't know. But we're definitely doing a great job defensively. So Winston will step in here and get the ball for the first time from his own 41-yard line. He will hand off to Devonta Freeman, of course, who is stopped right away and dropped by Barrett there. Nice stop by the defense for the Chargers. 3-yard loss. We'll bring up a 2nd down and 13. We'll toss it to Devonta Freeman this time. Gets it to the outside. Is able to turn it up a little bit and not quite get the first down, but he does pick up chunky yards there, about 10 yards, bringing up a 3rd down and 3, making it a little bit easier for us to attempt to convert here. So we will hand it off again to Devonta Freeman, give him a chance, but nope, he misses the hole, runs it to the back of Mangold, and of course Barrett comes in and puts him down again. So now punt the ball away. Manziel takes over here on his own 7. He's backed up to the end zone, looks to throw to the right side, but it is picked off as it's picked out of the air by Will Hill for the interception on the 15-yard line. That is amazing right there. Again, as I was saying, this defense is just doing it all for us here. I cannot believe that. Let's take a look at the replay on this one. He just kind of lobs that one up there, and Will Hill was playing the ball perfectly as he goes up over the receiver and just picks it right out from above him and intercepts the ball. I just absolutely love it. I was blown away by that one. So we'll take over here on the 15, and we've got to make this one count. We've got to get the touchdown here. Throw to Jordan Cameron, who is under coverage, but gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Baltimore Ravens, touchdown Jordan Cameron. Loving it right there. That's beautiful, beautiful catch right there. I can't believe he actually caught that ball. I'm going to be completely honest. The throw here, I mean, he got that just before the defender was in there. Looks like the defender went for the ball, and maybe that's why he was able to make the catch. But it's a touchdown nonetheless, and we will take it. 7-0 lead for your Baltimore Ravens with 6 minutes left in the first. And the Chargers will take over on the 20. Manziel throwing to the outside, hits his man, Clay, but he steps out of bounds before being able to turn up the field and get the first down. Play later, 3rd down and 2 now from the 28. Manziel from the shotgun looking probably to throw here. He does take a step back, lobs it again to the right side, but it's missed as it's out of bounds. And then I'll bring up a 4th down and 2, and the Baltimore Ravens does his job again, stopping the offense once again. So here's Jameis Winston now with a long throw to the left side to Antonio Brown. Makes the lunging grab, stays on his feet, and gets a few more yards on that one. I think that was about a 47-yard pass there, folks, down to the Charger 37-yard line. He gets that one right there. Perfect spiral. He just kind of had to reach for it a little bit there. Makes it, stays on his feet, turns it up, and gets it all the way down there to the 37-yard line. 1st down and 10 now. We'll toss it to Devonta Freeman. Gets to the outside. Breaks one tackle, but is stopped on the next one. Hit by Pryor. That's Calvin Pryor. Another New York Jet there. So we have 3 New York Jets on this team so far. That's a 9-yard run for a 2nd down and 1, and we'll head up to Devonta Freeman. And this time he'll get the first down as he runs in behind his lineman, but gets enough for the first down there, bringing it to the 24-yard line, and that's 5 carries for 22 yards so far here today. So we have a man in motion. That's Antonio Brown here on the 1st down and 10. Winston looking to throw, hits Antonio Brown on the crossing route. He's able to make the catch, gets in between 2 defenders before being brought down. It's a 9-yard gain. 2nd down and 1 now from the 15. We lose a few yards. It's a 3rd down and 4. And Winston throws over the middle to Devonta Freeman, who makes the catch on his back shoulder, turns it up, gets the first down, and down to the 8-yard line. 2 minutes left. Now a minute left here in the first with 2nd down and goal on the 5. What are we going to do? Pass or run? Looks like we're passing. Slant route to Antonio Brown into the touchdown. Touchdown, Baltimore Ravens. Antonio Brown. Gotta love it. I mean, that was perfectly drawn up. Got the slant, threw it right in the perfect spot for him going into the end zone. And he does it, gets the touchdown, and we are suddenly up after the extra point, 14-0 here with a minute left in the first. Finally, this offense is clicking the way we want them to. So the Chargers will hand off, and Mayuga makes the stop right away on Chris Ivory, throwing him to the ground for a 2-yard loss. Getting in the backfield there. That's a beautiful one. As we can see, we come to the end of the first quarter. We have a nice lead here, 14-0, as the offense and both defense are clicking early on here in the game and just picking apart this Chargers team little by little. So we have a 3rd down and 8 here going into the second quarter. And that one will be batted away and almost intercepted again by Hill. Unbelievable. This guy is out there today, and he is all over the field today for the Ravens. So they'll kick it away and give it back to us, and we'll hand off to Devonta Freeman. Gets the hole on the right side, is able to rush it up there for about 8 yards on that carry down to the 38-yard line. Now, 2nd down and 2. He'll hand off again to Devonta Freeman, who cuts it to the left and gets just past the first down marker to the 42-yard line, 1st down and 10. Fake the handoff here, play action, throws deep down the field to Mike Wallace, but that ball cannot be caught. Double coverage there, and he just couldn't keep his hands on the ball for that one. So 3rd down and 3 here, thrown to Jordan Cameron, but safety stepped up and batted that one away to bring up a 4th down and 3, forcing us to punt the ball away now in that one. So Manziel will take over with 7 minutes left from his own 16. Makes a off-balance throw, somehow being chased out of the pocket, this time over Will Hill to Brandon Marshall. And Marshall's able to make those kinds of catches, but I didn't know Manziel could make that kind of throw. I mean, this time Will Hill didn't get in there. I think he was watching Marshall more than he was watching the ball. Didn't quite get his hands in there that time, and the catch is made after being flushed out of the pocket. But we have a 3rd down and 11 here. It's a 3rd down and long from the 34. Manziel in the shotgun, looking to throw. He's being chased down again, and this time he's hit and brought down for the sack. Beautiful job by Greg Hardy there as he finally gets in there and makes a sack. I've been actually wondering about this dude. He's been like invisible all season long for us, but finally gets in there with a sack. So the Ravens take over with the ball, and we get a great catch by Antonio Brown, who goes up for it, jumps up in the air, and it's put in the perfect spot for him to make the catch, getting the first down and moving it down to the 48. Play later, down to the 43, 3rd down and 5. Winston looking to throw. Hits a leaping Justin Blackmon for the first down on a kind of like a post pattern there, I believe it was. Not exactly sure, but it's down to the 28-yard line now. 15-yard catch for Blackmon. Winston walking up under center. 2 minutes left here in the half. 2nd down and 8. Hands off to Freeman. Spins, gets to the outside, breaks a tackle, but is brought down before getting the first down. Picks up about 6 yards on the play there, bringing it to 3rd down and 2 to the 20-yard line. Now from the 10 on the 3rd down and 5, throws to Devonta Freeman over the middle into the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore Ravens. Devonta Freeman. It is now 20-0, folks, before halftime with 26 seconds left as we come to the end of this half. Unbelievable the way this offense is playing. That's what you call a juggernaut now. Putting up 21 points before the half. Gotta love it. And that will bring us to halftime as nothing else is doing in this one for the first half. So there's obviously got to be some changes made here for the Chargers. They're going to have to go into the locker room and work on their game plan a little bit. And the Ravens are just going to go in there and talk about all the things that are going right and try to build on top of that. You could see so far, 19 yards and 19 yards passing, 9 yards rushing. Our defense is playing completely lights out, and the offense is doing what it's got to do. So we start off the second half. We get the ball first. We're on the 35 with a 3rd and inches here to start things off. And we'll hand it off to DeMarco, of course, our fullback who gets those 3rd and short situations for us to get the first down. Here's a 2nd down and 6. We will throw to Antonio Brown, who spins around, makes the grab, holds on to the ball, gets the first down to the 43-yard line. That's why you have Antonio Brown there. 5 catches, and we are definitely getting him more involved. So here we are with a 1st down and 10 from the 43 after that big catch by Antonio Brown. And we're going to hand it off to Devonta Freeman. Has a big hole, is able to cut it back to the right a little bit to get 9 yards on the play. 2nd down and 1, making this a nice balanced attack with the pass and the rush. Here's 2nd down and 1. We'll throw to Jordan Cameron, who gets just past the first down marker, picking up about 4 or 5 yards on the play there. That's his 3rd catch of the day as well. So 2nd down and 8, play later from the 27. Winston looking to throw once again. Throws, and this time it's picked off by the linebacker as it was just poor decision right there. They had the zone coverage low and tight, and Laurinaitis gets in there and makes the pick for the Chargers, and that's an interception for Jameis Winston, and it happens more often than we'd like to admit. But we can see how the Chargers are doing so far. 2, 13, 3 yards. Not much doing there, man. It's about 16 yards, 17 yards there of offense and not a lot going on. So here they are with 4 minutes left in the 3rd. They're going to hand off to Chris Ivory, who's able to get to the outside. There's nobody there as they got us on the blitz inside. It was an inside blitz, and they got us, and he's able to get about 10 yards on the play to get himself a 1st down and 19 yards total for the day so far. So we will fake the handoff here, and he will be sack stripped, and Hardy picks up the ball, runs it into the end zone, dives and gets a touchdown. I think that's the 2nd week in a row that our defense has gotten a touchdown for us. Folks, I was not expecting this at all when I put this team together, that this team would do this. That's a strip sack. Hardy picks up the ball. This guy who I was questioning last week in my own mind, in the back of my mind, I'm like, maybe I'll think about trading Greg Hardy for a couple of other pieces. I can get a lot for him because of his value, but I think I'm going to hold on to him because he's actually playing some decent ball. So they get the ball back after we get that touchdown. Manziel's being chased once again, is able to get that completion to Brandon Marshall. Nice to have a guy like that who can make those spectacular catches when needed. Those tough ones. 2nd down and 2 now. He'll fake the handoff, play action. He's being chased down once again. And this time he can't get away or throw the ball. There's an injury on the play. And he is sacked. I think it was by Greg Hardy and Dupree there. And it looks like Chris Ivory's down. He's clutching his shoulder. So that'll knock him out there. And that's not going to be good for the Chargers as it is already down 28-0. What else can go wrong for him here in this one? So 3rd down and 17 from the 13-yard line. 3rd and deep. And he throws it way downfield. And oh my gosh, did you see that? He goes over the top and gets Floyd there on a 41-yard catch. After this defense was playing so well, he goes and completes that one. Unbelievable. It just doesn't make any sense. But here's another 3rd down and 11. 3rd down and long. And he hits Brandon Marshall, who can't hold on to the ball this time, and it falls away to the turf as he was within triple coverage there. He would have been hit hard had he held on to that ball. I think he was hit anyway. So we get the ball back here now after they punted back. It's a 2nd down and 4 for us to start here with 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Hand off to Freeman just to get that first down, and he makes a cut, but is brought down anyway by Harrison Smith. Yes, that's Harrison Smith. We haven't seen the defensive players. Didn't pop up in the game for me, but I'm trying to call out the names as I see them, and there's some pretty big names out there as well. As that brings us to the end of the third quarter with the Ravens leading this one 28-0. We're completely blowing them out here, and I am just totally surprised that we are doing so at all. It's just unreal how we were able to beat up these teams that supposedly have these great records, and that they look good on paper. Like I said, maybe it's a chemistry thing. I don't know. But 7 minutes left here in the fourth, 7 minutes left in the game. Winston with plenty of time to throw to the outside. Hits a Jordan Cameron, who's fallen away out of bounds, but makes the catch. That's his 4th catch for 36 yards so far in the day. So here we have a 2nd down and 1. A couple plays later from the 28-yard line. Winston will fake the handoff to Rodgers. Throws down the field. Hits Antonio Brown, who's covered by Smith on that one, but makes the catch anyway. And 100 yards receiving for him as he gets it down to the 4-yard line. Great catch there. And took a chance there, Winston. He was supposed to roll to the left, but he decided to turn it around and get it to Brown instead on that one. So that was a good move on his part there. Good decision finally from him. So we will hand it off to Rodgers, who will walk his way into the end zone and get the touchdown. Jaquez Rodgers, Baltimore Ravens, touchdown, 34-0. I believe we go for the extra point, and we get it as well to make it a 35-0 game now. Number 35 runs it in to get to 35 points. Gotta like that one, right? And we're getting Rodgers involved in this offense as well. And now we have a juggernaut, folks. This is what I was looking for out of this offense. I just wanted to kind of run teams over, and we are finally doing that as it's coming into its own and finally playing all together. Now Manziel, in a desperation situation, is starting to run. We're not playing him. We're not spying him. We're not containing him. We are playing back because we expect him to throw. He has nowhere to throw, so he takes off, picks up 9 yards after finally giving up and sliding. So 2nd down and 1 here. He throws, hits his man, Clay, for the first down as he's just past the first down marker, but doesn't get very far with that. You can see the Baltimore Ravens season rank is 24. I don't think that's real. We haven't given up any points today. So 2nd down and 1. A couple plays later, again from the 47, Manziel again looks to the run. He gets just past the defender, and then Nikovic recovers, goes and strips him again of a fumble, and it's picked up by Anthony. Another fumble recovery by the Baltimore Ravens defense, and that was Nikovic's 2nd strip of the game. And Manziel, who's trying to run and trying to make things happen, just gets completely blown away on that one and fumbles the ball again. 3rd down and 7 for the Ravens. Winston looking to throw, hits Wallace on the curl route so that we can get the first down and put an end to the misery for the San Diego Chargers. 34-0 is your score. We didn't get that extra point, I guess, so I thought we did. Actually, we did. We kind of booted that one. I do remember that now. Going back, I didn't show it, but we kind of muffed the kick because I wasn't really paying attention at that point. But that's not. Who cares about that, right? Who cares? We win 34-0. We shut out the San Diego Chargers, who are 5-1-1. I mean, a solid looking team, 5-1-1. We come in here and completely shut them down and embarrassed them here. I mean, this is an embarrassment for me after they went against a undefeated team in the Jets, 5-0-1, and they were the tie for the Jets for the undefeated team there. I can't believe how that happens, but it hasn't been beaten out anybody else, and they come into us and we just kind of annihilate them. But you can see a nice balanced game here for Jameis Winston, 15 of 19, 192 yards, 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. Looks much better on paper that way. Getting 3 touchdowns and not matching it with interceptions, unbelievable. So Devonta Freeman always doing the work we ask him to do. 26 carries, 122 yards. He's having a solid day as well. And we see Rodgers had that touchdown for us, that rushing touchdown. But Brown, Cameron, and Freeman all had receiving touchdowns. Brown 6 for 114. Really factored into the game here today. And that's exactly what I said we need to do. We need to get him involved in the game and use Jordan Cameron as our safety valve to get things going for us. So that's going to do it here, folks, for this week. Come on back for Week 9 against the Jaguars. I don't know what their record is, but at this point it doesn't seem to matter because we're killing all of them, and that's the way we want it. Thanks for stopping by. I will see you around the channel, and goodbye now.